According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 1.2 million Americans are living with HIV. It's a problem that's on the rise in America, with approximately 50,000 Americans being infected each year, an increase of about 13%. Carl Schmid is Deputy Executive Director for the advocacy organization, the AIDS Institute.
Of the 1.2 million people who have HIV, around 20% don't know it. So they are more apt to spread the virus because they have no idea that they have it.
But for African Americans, the problem is most severe. Blacks represent about 14% of the U.S. population, but account for nearly 50% of new HIV infections. The CDC says at some point in their life, approximately 1 of 16 black men will be diagnosed with HIV. For black women, it's 1 of 32.
Totally unacceptable for both men and women. And, a lot of it has to do with a lot of people with HIV are poorly educated. They don't have access to the prevention messages. I think there's a lot of stigma, too.
Washington, D.C. has one of the highest rates of HIV cases in the U.S., with about 3.2% of the D.C. population over 12 years old. Similar rates to sub-Saharan Africa. Most infected are African Americans. Carl says it's affecting the poor and minorities mainly because many resources and clinics are limited or not available, and says Congress needs to do more.
This has not been a major issue for, the Republicans, and because they are, they want to cut things, and also they just are creating programs that actually, we feel, will aggravate the HIV infection rate in the United States.
President Obama recently pledged $50 million for treatment in medical facilities in the U.S. to help fight HIV/AIDS. He also began to help a plan that would help 6 million people get access to treatment by 2013. Ashante Hathaway, Press TV, Washington.